Genki Call here. It is the week of January 3rd, 2022, and we are in Sin of Mirage this week. We have a lot to go over. There's a lot to go over, so hang with me. First of all, no campaign. The campaign has ended. We'll have a new one starting next week, and during this campaign cooldown, there will be no randomly spawning heroic gems, no wild cards, no anything until next week. If you see a heroic gem, it's because there's a troop somewhere that you're fighting or on your team that is creating them. Second, let's go over what we can get with the event keys, and this is thinking about it. While it's thinking, I'm going to head over here and show you that we've got this new legendary troop. You can only get him with event keys. This is Despawned. And Despawned, let's see, let's head into Sin of Mirage here. Sin of Mirage. Goodness gracious. Sin of Mirage, let's go to troops I don't own here, and we've got Despawned, who deals damage to an enemy equal to their attack and does the same damage to all enemies above them. The nice thing about this kind of troop is that if you hit the bottom troop, you're going to hit all enemies, but it's going to ignore whether or not they're submerged, because technically it's not a spell that affects the entire team, and yet you can affect the entire team. So that is cool, especially if they have a high attack. Anyway, he's also going to summon the Abject of Despawned. Well, let's look at the traits real quick. Nothing really amazing. Explode a blue gem at the start of battle. That can be useful sometimes. Drain 3 mana from a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. I do like that. That could make difference between you winning and losing a battle if you're very unlucky. So he summons the Abject of Despawn, and who is that? This is the Abject of Despawn. This is our weekly troop, and he destroys all gems of the most used enemy color, which is nothing new. We have troops from the underworld that does that. But then he eliminates 3 magic from all enemies, and if Despawned is on the team, he eliminates 3 more. So he can take up to 6 magic per cast. That's pretty cool. His traits are nothing to write home about. This guy, you can get him with glory. Let's go do that now, and then we'll come back here. So let's head into the shop. First things first, Spoils of War. I recommend getting the max on this, which is 10. 1800 glory for 10 event keys is a fantastic deal. I recommend you do this every week if you can. And let's head over to weekly event. Our troop of the week here, Abject of Despawn. I'm always going to get these up to mythic level. Right now that's 6 is legendary for me, and then 16 for mythic. So I'm actually going to wait on that because I'm going to use some event keys trying to get Despawned. I really want him. I'll probably get some of this guy along the way, and then I will have to buy fewer copies. But I wanted to show you, you want to get it up to mythic quality, ascendable to mythic if possible, because eventually you're going to be required to have level 20 troops to get your power levels up here. So let's look at the troops. No. Let's go use keys, and then we'll look at the troops. I know I'm kind of all over the place here. I apologize for that, but I keep remembering different things. All right, so we're going to use these. I'm going to use 50 at a time. I already have... I've changed my mind again. Well, there are 2 mythics you can get from here. I already have both, but I will go over those in a moment. Let's go ahead and see if I can get Despawned. That would be awesome. I got the Queen of Sin and I already had her. What? Oh. Well, I'm really happy to have pulled a mythic. It does not happen very often for me. I do not have much luck with getting mythics from event keys. So that's cool. Just would have been cooler if it was somewhere I really needed it. But what I really want is the legendary. I really want the legendary. I need it to get my power level up. So wish me luck. Give me the new legendary, please. Yay! And I got 2 of them. So yay! And I didn't have to use all of my event keys, so I'm really happy about that. Let's head in there. I'll show you now what troops you can get with your event keys besides the ones you just saw. And we'll level up my troops while we're at it and get this power level up. Yay! All right, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I can already upgrade this guy one time. I'll do that. I'll go and get the extra copies in a bit because we were already over there. I'll do that in a little bit. All right. So I am going to do this though. We're going to trait this guy and get him up to level 20 for my power level. Woohoo! Wait, why is that? Oh, I can't get him to 20. But I did trade him. That's what I needed at the moment. I know I'm all over the place. I apologize. Let me sort this by base rarity. So now I have every troop from Maraj, and the two mythics you can get are the Queen of Sin, who is pretty meh, and then the Scourge of Honor, who is pretty cool. I really enjoy the Scourge of Honor. I've even started meddling him. But let's talk about the Queen of Sin first. She does true damage to the first two enemies. Emperor Corvash does that. That's no big deal. And then she summons Wrath or Lust. Wrath is a very good troop that I enjoy using, but Lust is one of my most hated troops in the game, and we'll go over her in a little bit. Then she blesses all demon allies. You know, she's nothing really special in my opinion. Of course, if you need her to get your power level up, that's a different matter. Scourge of Honor, I love. He does true damage to all enemies. He gains back a bunch of his mana for each cursed, well, not a bunch, but 2 mana for each cursed or diseased enemy, and he curses and diseases on every match 4. So that means you're going to cast with him and have a bunch of mana back, which is nice. He explodes a green gem at the start of battle. And he is super useful for quick delves, for lower level explorers, and especially for using with Zul'Goth because of this passive ability to curse. That means anything that is immune to devour will be able to be devoured if they get cursed. So super useful to use with High King Iron Gut. I like him a lot. All right, Despond, which you just saw me get. I wanted him mostly so I could get him traded and get my power level up here. But, you know, it's not a terrible spell. It's not a fantastic spell, but it's an okay spell. The Lust that I just told you about, I hate this troop so much. I hate fighting it in PvP. I curse every time I see her in there. Charm an enemy, 40% chance to transform them into a succubus or incubus. I don't want to use this troop because I don't want to change one of their troops into a succubus or incubus. I hate that mechanic, especially since the incubus charms 2 enemies. And yeah, they can't kill you except with skulls. They can kill 3 of your troops with the charm, but I don't like it. I do not like this troop. Don't like her. You cannot get Tartarus. Tartarus or Ironjaw or the Infernal Machine or the Demi-Naga. These 4 troops you can only get with your Chaos Shards in Depths of Sin in the Underworld, but the rest of the troops that you see here you should be able to get, unless the Purple Doom is here, but I don't think it is. All right, let's keep going. Wrath is a good troop. He's a double converter. He transforms blue to brown and yellow to skulls, and he enrages all enemies, making them hit for an extra 50% damage. And he burns all the enemies, so if you have triple damage on burning enemies, super useful. He does not have skull damage reduction. He has infernal armor, which reflects a little bit of skull damage. The reason I like to put him at the front of the troop, he explodes 2 random gems when he does skull damage, making him incredibly fun to play with, especially on my favorite Skull Waterfall team by Artless X Arts, aka I can't remember. I was just talking to him. D-Rock. D-Rock rocks. Okay, anyway, Love, love, love that team. The Skull Waterfall team is my favorite team in the whole game at this point. So, and he is part of it. All right. Abject of Despond, we did go over. Yeah, he's okay. He's no big deal, but he's only, you can just get him for some glory, and if you can get enough to get him up to mythic level so that you can have an extra level 20 when you need it. Barghast. Barghast can be pretty useful in events. He hits two enemies and he'll burn and fairy fire them both. Burn, some troops will do double or triple damage to burn, and fairy fire makes your troops do an extra 50% damage with their spells. So that is really nice. He's okay. Broker of Greed, I don't like the losing all my gold part, but you know, I I don't ever use him. That's all I can say about him. I just don't use him. Envoy of Pride. This is one that you're absolutely going to want at some point because he is a God Slayer. At some point, you'll need him for raid boss. And then Gale is, he's all right. Again, I hate the mechanic of transforming an enemy into something else because half the time they hurt me and I don't like that. Drain 4 mana from all enemies, gain some armor and life. This is really good in arena. He's a good tank. I just tend not to use him for whatever reason. I mean, he's draining mana from all enemies. So he's actually a pretty good troop, but I don't ever use him. Pride is another one I just generally don't use. Glut has a chance to devour 25%. Plus an extra 5% for every enemy you've killed. Again, he's one I generally don't use. And Gluttony is another one that can devour. 20% chance to devour. He explodes things flat out. This is his spell, not affected by magic, so if you get webbed, he will still do all of this. And he's immune to devour himself, unless he's cursed or stunned, of course. Other ones, Envy is really good in arena. I don't really, let's see. Greed can be excellent if you are using him on a gold farming team. There's a Zolgoth gold farming team that uses Greed that is very, very good. And what makes him great is he starts battles with full mana. You can run a double Ironhawk team with Greed, or a single Ironhawk team even. However, the fact that he explodes a gem at the start of battle will slow things down, so if you're doing a Nomapalooza, or you're trying to do things very fast, it's just better to use Sister Superior because no explosion. Soldier of Wrath. True damage. He's also a bounty hunter. I've got him gold medaled because he is very useful in bounty because of that true damage. Sloth, good in arena, but otherwise I never ever ever use him. So let's look. Yay! That's my power level. I love getting my power level up. So you can see I need 2 more troops to level 20, and that would be the 2 new troops I just got. I can get 1 more, or I can take a chance and use up the rest of my event keys, and I don't know whether I want to do that or not, but I will think about it when I'm off camera. Not going to muddle through that while you're watching. So let's get on with the rest of the stuff we've got going on this week, and there is a bit. So, first of all, on Tuesday we have the Depths of Sin faction assault. Wednesday we have the Beals pet rescue. Thursday we have the Doomsayer class trial. And then we've got Friday we are doing another tower event, Invasion. And then we have another pet rescue, just one of the decorative ones, the Mimicophagus, on Saturday. Now, the big news for the week, of course, is Friday. We have got Mythic Friday coming up. I love me some Mythic Friday. Let me show you we have coming up. This is the Consort of Darkness, and he will be our new Mythic for the week. I can't actually read that from where I am. He has a chance to insta-kill, and I want him. I must have him. For completionist's sake and also for power levels in the kingdom. However, I personally think that the Archduke is better than this guy, but there are ways that we can make him have a higher magic and have more of a chance of doing that insta kill. So that is something that can be worked with. Either way, gotta have him because I gotta have him. All right, let's see. I think that's it. I have two more videos coming your way. I'll have the Soulforge video. I'll have the Tower of Doom video. But did want to mention real quickly, because I don't know how long it will be till I get my Soulforge video up, that there is a new doomed weapon in here. I highly recommend that you do not purchase this in here because that's 800 diamonds. Just get it from the Tower of Doom event. If you're going to be working on the Tower of Doom anyway, might as well get it for free. So anyway, that concludes this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye!